Hello, friends. This is Cauldron back with Dragon Age Inquisition. We are here in Halam Sharal, or again, I don't know if there's the difference between this and the Winter Palace. We're in the Winter Palace, and we're about to start the Exalted Council. Lock off spending time with fathers. Yeah, I think I've talked to them enough, except for the dog. No, I think I've talked with the dog enough for now. That Mabari better be a party member, or I am going to be pissed. No, I won't be pissed. I assume it's not a party member, I guess, but I would like that.
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Artigan, as to your concerns...
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
Yeah, we seized it, but not from you.
Yes, from bandits. Would you like us to give it back to them?
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now order has been restored, yet you remain. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them.
He's got a fair point.
Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Of course Orlais tolerates the Inquisition's interference. I suspect whenever Gaspard complains, Lady Briala tugs on his leash.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
What's going on?
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Divine Victoria wishes to speak with you in private.
But she's right there. Yeah, but come on.
My apologies. An urgent matter has come to my attention. Ambassador Montillier, can you handle this for a short while?
Of course, Inquisitor.
This is highly irregular.
Perhaps it would be best if we took a short recess.
Right, because right now, like, I know that Solus is going to be a thing here, but Solus is not, it's not like Solus is a threat that the Exalted Council has to deal with, so I'm curious how we're going to, what he's going to do that's going to make him a thing, because I have to imagine he's going to be a thing. And because I've heard that the Dread Wolf Rises is like one of the possible titles of Dragon Age 4, like, I don't think he's going to be a thing that's entirely dealt with in this DLC. Like, I don't think we're going to kill Solus. Unless we kill one version of him and, like, his spirit is unleashed or something. But I don't know. He doesn't strike me as that kind of person yet.
The guard said we should both see this. I believe she was correct.
Oh, shit.
A Qunari warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
Would Iron Bull know? Could I ask him?
Would the Iron Bull know anything about this?
I asked, and he is as surprised as we are. Since becoming Tal Vashoth, he has had no contact with his people. He seems frustrated at not knowing more.
That's something. I thought his name was just Iron Bull. I thought that was his. Like, I thought that was a. I guess I don't know a lot about Qunari naming conventions. I thought they had names like that, and like, you know, Wooden Oak or stuff like that. I mean, just making shit up, but. And then, but I saw he was referred to now as the Iron Bull, and when I was going to talk to him before on the map, it said the Iron Bull, and so I guess maybe I must have misunderstood something about Qunari names, or he's unique in some way.
So what would the left hand of the Divine see when she looked at this?
This is a warrior, not a spy. Part of the Antam, the Qunari military. Most of his wounds come from a fight against someone using magic, but at least a few are from a blade. He was badly hurt, separated from his allies, and made it here before he died.
Yeah, this is
but
weird.
How?
Deadly mysteries at the Winter Palace. Throw in a Hala statue and some Caprice coins, and it's just like old times. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will extend the recess as long as possible. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
Ooh, books. Varric and the Last Few Years. Inquisitor, greetings and salutations from beautiful Kirkwall. The sun is shining, the seabirds are screeching, and almost nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewers in over a month. The Red Lyrium cleanup in the gallows is going better than expected. No one misses having Meredith fused to the flagstones, eerily glaring at everyone. That must have been the ending of Dragon Age 2. The city guard celebrated finally getting her out of there by holding a completely impromptu parade. Several Lowtown residents composed a song on the spot with lyrics to the effect of, "Thank the Maker, the crazy cursed Templar is gone." Which was remarkably catchy, despite, or maybe because of the fact that it was mostly just swearing in tune. This sounds lovely. Even with all this stellar progress, it looks like I'm stuck here. Channels in the harbor were completely changed by falling debris a few years back, which led to a lot of ships getting wrecked coming and going, which only made things worse. And then we had rifts open and weird glowing fade rocks appeared out there. Incidentally, thanks for closing the rifts. Now, and you were part of that. Now the only hope for repairing the harbor is to send guys with pickaxes to clear the rocks. Ever try to hire miners who are also divers, Inquisitor? There aren't many, and even fewer are happy mining glowing shit from the Fade. This is going to take a lot of my coin to fix. Stop by the city sometime. We'll get in a game of Wicked Grace, please. This Viscount shit is boring me to death, Varric. Yeah, it's a really surprising path for him, but at the same time, it fits. I mean, he's sociable, he's practical. Yeah. Vivienne in the Last Few Years. Inquisitor, I fear I shall have no opportunity to meet with you prior to the Exalted Council at Halamsharal. The colleges and fraternities of enchanters are holding yet another round of elections in a few months, and I must be present to organize everything, or the Equitarians and the Lucrosians will inevitably get drawn into the most passive-aggressive arguments over the number of ballot boxes and the arrangements of voting cards you can possibly imagine. I seem to remember those terms, the Equitarians and the Lucrosians, at least the Equitarians, from Dragon Age Origins, from playing as a mage in that game. On the last two occasions, at least from the start, I remember that was part of the politics. The last two occasions when I could not be spared from my duties at the Imperial Court, the isolationists sealed themselves inside the debating area with ice walls in protests over some insult from a libertarian senior enchanter from Cumberland. Libertarians. I know this is different, but I must of course convey the continuing approbation of the Orlesian Court, though I have no doubt dear Duke Cyril has already bored you to death with the Council of Heralds' compliments by now. What is approbation? It's Google time with Cold Run. Approbation, approval, or praise, of course. Okay. Cordially, Vivian. Cullen in the Last Few Years. Okay. Was this available before and I just missed it? Maybe. Word has spread from Denerim about the summit the Inquisition will attend. The news is half rumors, but with the representatives they say are going. Excuse me. It's clearly serious, and the details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love Orlesian parties. Is this from Cullen? Mia? Oh, there's two Cullen, of course. Who's Mia? I don't remember. Branson's here. His son insists I add, "Hello, Carl." Oh my god, I tried a Cockney accent to this letter. He also insists it be "hello" and not "hello." Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. Love, Mia. Yeah, these must have not been accessible before, or I just have the worst eyesight ever, which is more likely, to be honest. Cassandra in the Last Few Years. I'm writing to you from the Hunterhorn Mountains, where I was successful in tracking down Seeker Emery. She was more shocked than most to hear of Lord Seeker Lucius's betrayal, as he was her mentor when she was just an initiate. But she is eager to help rebuild, and she has heard of a few other Seekers who might have been sent to Ravane. I still do not know how many of us yet remain, how many Lucius killed, but I know that we are recovering, and I know that we will be better this time. I confess I look forward to returning to Orlais next month. Once I would have thought that impossible. Orlais was little more than the land of frustrating politics, excessive ornamentation, and responsibilities I did not want. But now that friends wait for me there, it's almost a home. Oh, that's kind of sweet to hear from Cassandra. All right.
I cannot wait to tell everyone about this.
All right, so what are we doing here? Follow the blood trail. So let me see. All right, blood there. Oh, poor boy. That's going to be okay, friend. I mean, I'm acting like condescending to him. Like, I don't blame him for...
It looks like he came down over the railing.
Wanting more. Yeah, I guess he did. From where? From up there? Because the blood comes from here. So I guess he came from up... from the rooftop?
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
What am I missing? Is it something above us? Okay. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 14, by Varric Tethras. This is just... So Chapter 13, I think, was when we had that horrifying betrayal from Javelin. The late Magistrate Dunwald's butler blinked as Don and Branakovich barged into the foyer. Get Lady Marielle, now. He headed straight to the parlor, where the magistrate's collection was displayed. Wrapped in a black shawl, Marielle sauntered into the room and leaned against one of the glass cases. Guardsman, what a surprise! Where's Javelin? Her smile faltered. Why do you think I would know? He's your partner. I totally gave her a different voice last time, didn't I? Whatever. Donnan held the note. Your perfume, Lady Marielle. He dropped it on the display case beside her. What were you doing in the guard barracks? I didn't leave the note, she said with menstrual calm. She said with measured calm. Measured calm. And I don't have your partner. But you were in the barracks. He stepped away to examine the display. You told me Wagner wanted to buy the magistrate's entire collection, but he said he was interested in one blade. He opened up the case. And I think it was never in Seamus's collection. I think it was the sword meant to go right here. He pointed to the empty velvet-lined box. I looked into the Viscount's records, and you've only been married to Magistrate Dunwald for about 3 weeks. You tell me who you're working for, and where my partner is, and I'll see if we can't get you a deal with the Viscount's office. The Chantry. Marielle closed the door quietly. They sent me to Kirkwall a few months ago, when rumors of the sword began to surface. She examined the note. I don't have Javelin. This was already on his bunk when I went to find both of you. Donna didn't hide his skepticism. You're innocent, but you didn't report him missing to any of the guards. Someone took him from the barracks, Sarah, with no one the wiser. That doesn't seem strange to you? She looked him in the eyes. Have you heard of the executors? They're a myth. A myth that kills. Wait, so did I misread that whole thing about Javelin before? And I thought it was Chapter 13 where Javelin tried to kill us. Or Donnan. Anyway, the executors have your partner, and I think that they have someone inside the city guard. How else could they have gotten Javelin out of the keep without being seen? I definitely misread Chapter 13. I really came into this thinking that Javelin attacked Donnan, but I must have misread that. I'll go back and see what I missed. Donnan watched her fidget with her shawl. Why were you in the barracks? I suspected the executors had an inside man, she shrugged. How else could they have gotten poor Comte de Favre to open the door to his killer, since he arranged the sword's purchase for Seamus? He'd been hiding in his own home. The only people he'd seen were you, Seamus, and you. Expensive dog treats. Okay, glad we got more of those. I have to look up Hardened Hightown Chapter 13. Okay, I've just been skimming through Hardened Hightown. So it's Chapter 17. Okay, so it's afterwards when Jevlin attacked. Okay, so Jevlin did attack. I didn't totally misread everything badly. Yeah, Jevlin trying to break Donan's guard. Okay. Yep. Not like I still really understand what's going on in it anyway. It's more about the flavor than the details for me. Okay. So we have to follow the blood trail, so we have to find a way up. Let's see. Come on, faster. There we go. So can we go up from here? No, we can't go up from in here. Charter.
Well met, your worship.
Thank you. Who are you? Is that your name or your title? Conduct becoming the Inquisition. To all members of the Inquisition, it has come to my attention that I must remind everyone of the type of behavior expected from us during this exalted council. This has got to be from Josephine. It is natural to wish to hold our heads high, but remember that we are guests of the imperial court. It is upon us to behave with good grace, propriety, and restraint. If you are unsure of how to address someone of gentle birth, my lord or my lady will suffice. If you are fearful that you have overstepped an unknown protocol, speak with your commanders. If they're not available, seek me out. Over-imbibing is strongly discouraged at all times. If you are steered into an argument about the Inquisition's politics, politely excuse yourself as quickly as possible. Please do not engage in these debates. This has got to be stressful for Josephine to lead all this. Yes, if all else fails, trust sense and common courtesy to guide your actions. Lady Montelier. Activity in the Winter Palace. Charter's notes are within an encryption she developed with Liliana over the last couple of years. Is Charter like, what's her name? The Briala's assistant? Maybe. CM's intention seems sincere. Agent in place at party tonight where CM is attending. VP left notes at drop as promised. Servant in green livery. I don't know what CM is. I don't remember Cassandra's. I don't remember last names well enough. Servant in green livery, seen leaving guest wing of palace at odd hours. Possible tryst. Madame LV's second cousin is a bard and employee of Duke WM. Lord WG plans to meet Lady GD tonight, and neither of their spouses know. Lord RW plans to meet Lady SR. Their spouses do know. Lord RW's wife encouraged RW to step out with SR so she could have some peace and quiet to herself. So, yeah, this is what you get when you have Liliana as the divine, and I am excited. I'm glad. Oh, wardrobe. Okay, I'm fine with what I'm wearing. Iron Bull in the last few years. Thank you for sending the Chargers to assist in dealing with the demons attacking Montfort. Their assistance was most appreciated and many lives were saved. The Iron Bull and his Chargers have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais with their efforts in Perendale. The Iron Bull in particular defeated the would-be usurper in combat. So they're kicking ass. Oh, and then I see the last one. We must protest the actions of the Bull's Chargers in Southreach. While the presence of demons and Templars corrupted by lyrium is undisputed, the necessity of your dwarven miner collapsing the better part of a mountain on the enemy forces was hardly necessary. I'll bet it was. I'll bet it was necessary. The Bull's Chargers were of great assistance in driving back the demons that attacked the shores of Lake Calenhad. The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful. And I look forward to her promised explanation of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magic barriers. I don't remember the Chargers well enough. All I really remember is Krem. Excerpts from letters of thanks relating to the activities undertaken by Bull's Chargers over the past 2 years. So they've been kicking ass. Storage, I don't need anything. What's that? Oh, that's nothing. Okay.
Well met, your worship.
Oh, Dorian in the last few... Oh, sorry, I've just been looking or just been wandering around. Dorian in the last few years. Inquisitor, it was good to hear from you, my friend. For months, I've had only the society of Maverus's fledgling Lucarny party. Junior members of the Magisterium so filled with fire and zeal and so wildly inept at politics. May keeps a bucket of ice water on hand in case one accidentally immolates himself. Lest I give you the wrong impression, we are making progress, but it will take a great deal of skill to keep the Lucarny alive. Through the usual schedule of Minrathous scheming, long enough to become a real political faction. Fortunately, they do have me. So these are like the reformers. I'm sorry to hear that politics are plaguing you as well. Must be something going around, like a pestilence or an Orlesian fashion trend. That's Dorian. That's the Dorian I know. Hopefully Josephine can diffuse the Ferelden outcry and persuade the Orlesians to stop circling you with a collar and leash. I know she did always love a challenge. I'll find an excuse to make a trip south soon. We really should catch up in person, don't you agree? Dorian. You're so good, Dorian. You're a good one. You are. So I'm heading back. I haven't found really any good leads, so I'm heading back up to the palace. Maybe I'm supposed to go up here, because, yeah, this feels alright. This feels like how I get to the bloodstains. Ooh, read. Cole in the last few years. Inquisitor, your suggestion regarding the young man Cole was excellent. He displays an uncanny ability to locate missing people. When hostile forces held our agents and we feared they would be killed if we approached, Cole was able to reach them without being detected. While he has been less useful overall at extracting intelligence, yeah, that makes sense, I have learned to trust his instincts about whether a target is trustworthy or malicious. Is this Cullen? Charter. So Cole has been working with... I guess I wish I remembered who Charter was. Per your request, I've limited his assistance to rescue occupations or attacks on clearly hostile forces. Whatever magic lives in the young man's mind, it would be poorly served by the less pleasant necessities of our work. His remarks about my family, while not germane to the mission at hand, were also greatly appreciated. Cole is incredibly sweet. Joseph, God, how did I miss all these? Please let me know if these were just not available before. Josephine in the last few years. Dear Inquisitor Llewellyn, Commander Cullen has reviewed the soldiers. I've written and received so many letters from the Orlesian court, our birds practically blot out the sun, and we will read in the shade. We are as prepared for this exalted council as we will ever be. I know this past year has been full of formal meetings. Goodness knows I've attended many myself. But this one will truly test the alliances and friendships we've worked so hard to build. If I may offer you any advice, Inquisitor, it's this. Keep a ready smile, and remember we have their attention because we are to be reckoned with. Respectfully yours, Ambassador Montelier. I really like her. She is so competent. She is so capable. Leliana in the last few years. This is the goods. This is the absolute glory. I am excited to read this. Inquisitor, thank you so much for your kind inquiries. I'm doing very well, being the entire friggin' pope of a new religion. Although I have been quite busy, being the entire friggin' pope of a religion. It's not a new religion. Selecting new staff for my apartments at the Grand Cathedral has taken me so much longer than expected. And if you wouldn't mind, I would like to borrow Scout Harding for a few weeks to help me find more nugs. Is that a code word? Or does she actually want nugs? I cannot possibly hire anyone to... I think it's a term... Wait. I need to read the next... Okay, I cannot possibly hire anyone to a permanent position without first observing them in a room full of baby nugs, and all the letters I have on hand are nearly full grown. In any case, I will see you soon at Halam Sharal. Until then, Liliana. Is this like you want to... Like you have to see how someone is with like service professionals before trusting them? Like whether they treat them like shit or well? Maybe. Okay. So the railing was here, right? So can we jump down here? Climb down. So there's blood here. Oh, I could have just climbed this. Oh my god, okay. It's really hard to see the word climb there, in fairness to me. It's important to be fair to oneself before berating oneself. Okay. Prowler coat, okay. Is there anyone at this point in the game who's like, ooh, a tier 3 Prowler coat, I need that? Maybe it's just cosmetic at this point. Wow, there's a lot of blood. Blood and treasure. Enter. Is that... I don't remember the name of it. Those teleporting mirrors. It must be, right? I thought Alana would have more sense before entering one of them, but I pressed X, so I guess not. Party selection. Okay, Sarah, Cassandra, Solus. Holy shit! Are you seeing this? This may well be the most badass of the art changes. This was the last one, I think. Cassandra, I don't remember if Cassandra's changed. And I don't remember if Dorian's changed. But this may well be the most badass. Look at that multiple-eyed wolf giant prowling whatever, creeping up behind, like in the wake of this elven mage. Oh my god. Just take a second with me to appreciate how fucking badass this is. This is incredible. And the way that, like, the shadow is tethering from the wolf behind Solus. It almost looks like Solus is being hunted by the wolf, even though I think that it's just, like... I think it's just that Fen'harel, the image of the wolf itself is so large that Solus is, like, just to get into the picture, I think he has to be, like, hunched down like that. Okay, so question is, who's going to be our mage for this next section? Dorian or Vivian? Let's go with Dorian.
Me here while showing me the Illuvians. I'd forgotten all the colors.
So are they here just as in a memory? I don't think so. Let me just see if I have to update party gear and stuff. Okay. Yeah, Dorian is the one I hadn't used in a while, and so he's already maxed out on Necromancer and Inferno. So I just bolstered him in Spirit. I gave him Peaceful Aura, Dispel, Revival, and Life Ward. Okay. And his gear kind of sucks, but yeah, that's fine. So this person came through the crossroads. Oh, Illuvian, right to a different Illuvian. Where's this Illuvian going to take us, though?
Judging by the bloodstains, he tried to get through here.
Is something wrong?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
And so I was thinking at first, is this a memory? But no, it's not a memory. I guess she just... Alana just got her party together, like, before stepping into the Illuvian, which makes sense. Unlock it. Oh, okay. Okay, up here. This is quite pretty. I kind of like the hazy effect going on.
The blood trail leads to this mirror.
Let us see where this Qunari came from.
And this is interesting because this opens up the possibility of just going to, like, Minrathous or something, or some, like, Tevinter place or Qunari place like we never really have gone to. Elven Mountain Ruins.
I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
Vine-covered tower. This guy, this poor Qunari lost so much blood. This is another Qunari warrior.
Another Qunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's part of their military, dressed for war.
Yeah, I know a secret entrance if I see one. I mean, actually, I probably miss all of them, but that one I knew. Okay. I see a treasure chest there. Is that something we can get to? Discover the smoking tower. Instant death void pools? Okay. Did Sephiroth carry Genova through here? Oh, god damn it. So I really can't get there, can I? I'm gonna try one last attempt to see if I could snake my way through. No, I can't. I cannot. Unless I can? No, there's... No, I tried to do... Okay. Nope. Nope, no, no. We'll come back here. We'll come back to the smoking tower. Yeah, there's more Luvians there. Yeah, let me drink up. I don't know what that is. Something that's been scorched away. Some kind of elven mosaic. Listen to Sarah.
Looking for ruins and dead people. Why do I keep coming back for trips like this?
You return because the cause is greater than yourself, and to keep us humble, you are needed.
That's character growth for her to say that.
What?
Also, I kind of like that as a way to get party interaction better than just pressing like R3 within a short time window at random intervals or in random places. Alright, so at some point we're going to come across something that lets us take away that purple fire. Look at how gorgeous this is. Just look at it. It's friggin' stunning. This makes me want to go to... I don't even know what it makes me want to go to. Ireland? What does it look like? Somewhere in Northern Europe? Whoa. Didn't see what happened there.
Scorch marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Qunari were here, and who did this to them.
Yeah, even knowing what I know about... Because I have to remember that I know that Dorian is Fen'harel, but these characters don't. Even knowing what I know, like, I don't immediately know why he's going after Qunari. Like, it would make sense if Corypheus or some Tevinter political fanatic were, but I don't know why Dorian is getting into it with them. Discovered a bridge. Is that a cathedral at the other end?
Over there, Qunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
That looks like a possible path. Let's see as far as we can explore across this way. Examine. Broken statue sits atop the pedestal. What's the statue of? I know it's broken, but like, can I recognize any part of it? Not really. And the blood trail at this point is just like probably the blood of just other Qunari warriors. Purple. Lots of purple. I know one of those words.
Found a spirit here. It feels old. Very old.
What does it want? I think I know what to say. Armelana de Favrin. Revas Virinaris.
Right. That wasn't weird. Normal as anything.
It was part of a ritual, a secret greeting from those Fen'harel trusted. If Mythal's Well of Sorrows knew this, were they close? Friends, or... I'm not sure.
If I didn't... Oh my god, it just keeps hitting me every so often how gross my new weapon is. Look at the eyes on it. I didn't notice the eyes until now. If I didn't have that special or use that special, would I have had to fight these people? That's my guess. So I saw a... What is that up there? It's part deer, or part stag, part horse, part griffin, or eagle. Examine, that is not part anything. That is all wolf. Wolf's welcome. A wash of powerful magic carries an impression of welcome. Images flash by. Elven slaves fleeing to this place in ancient times, greeted by others who then tend their wounds. Words are not so much heard as felt. Fen'harel bids you welcome. Rest knowing the dread wolf guards you and his people guard this valley. In this place you are free, and trusting us you will never be bound again. Elven slaves fleeing to this place in ancient times. So, just from this, my initial impression is that Fen'harel trapped the other gods, not because he was... I'm thinking of... I don't remember what this comic... I think there was some Spawn comic, I think, where... Or Spawn comic arc, where Spawn eventually trapped the forces of heaven and hell away so that people could just live their own lives happily without being caught in the war between them. I get the sense that, at least my initial guess at this point, is that that's why Fen'harel did what he did. Not out of mischief, not out of like being like Loki, but because he wanted to give elves some sense of freedom from the gods.
That was like Balefire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
Slaves? Of other elves? The old elves? Pissers.
This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the dread wolf, Fen'harel. This doesn't make sense. In Dalish legends, Fen'harel is our god of misfortune.
And maybe that's just what the other gods want us to think. I'm pretty sure this is going to kill me, but I'm going to jump it anyway just to make sure, just to double check that that interaction with the other elves didn't give me some, with the elven spirits didn't give me some blessing or protection. No, it did not. Okay, there's some fiery... Is this closed off? Yeah, this is like shattered and closed. Okay, I'm about out of time right now, so I'm going to wrap it up here, and next time we'll continue using an Illuvian to find a way through this island, to that island on the other side, but just following the trail of Illuvians and Qunari blood. So me and my terrifying, gross weapon bid you a good day, good morning, good evening. See you later. Bye-bye.